Next on deck with Tim Black.
This after losing to former President Donald J. Trump both the popular vote and the Electoral College is just really wild to me.
Yeah, it's wild. And thank you, Senator Nina Turner, for saying it. And of course, they're going to attack you for saying the truth. God bless Senator Nina Turner for trying to stick with a party that ain't trying to stick with her. You know? And I know what it is. It's the people, right? It's easy for me to say, screw them Democrats, because I'm not in those Democrats. And that's not what my life is built on. And there's people in her community in Ohio that she loves and she cares about those people. And she has an organization where they try to help people directly.
And on the day after, being beat mercilessly, should not be going at it with a sitting U.S. Senator who, by the way, caucuses with the Democrats. He's wrong on this. He needs to sit back and take stock of what just happened and why we lost. It is the Democratic Party's fault because it did not connect with the pain that the majority of Americans were feeling. Not only did they dismiss that pain, they titled it Bidenomics and told folks to go kick rocks. The economy is not as bad as you think it is. Your bread is not as high as you think it is. Your gas is not as high as you think it is. And so to see Chairman Harrison conduct himself like this after losing to former President Donald J. Trump both the popular vote and the Electoral College is just really wild to me.
Yeah, it's wild. And thank you, Senator Nina Turner, for saying it. And of course, they're going to attack you for saying the truth. Because they're all in their feelings, so they don't want to win. They don't want to win. They want to be in their feelings. They don't want you to say the truth. They don't want to fix the problem. Good. Unlike Nina Turner, I'm good with it. We need more parties. We need more choices. Because I can't see a world where I would choose a Democrat at this point. Not the Democratic Party in its current form. I don't know. Everybody, I'd have to clean house. I'd have to Frank the Tank them. I had to clean house of the whole Democratic Party. I start with the media because the media misleads people. That's why all these people are upset about Kamala losing. Because of the lies the media did that propped her up to begin with. She was a horrible candidate. She had no shot to begin with. Internal polling showed that. But they kept lying to people, telling them that she was doing well when she wasn't. So that's the first place I'd start. Since the Democratic Party and the corporate media are so intertwined, they need to start by getting some better people, some real truth tellers. But you'll never do that because they rather be in the bubble because corruption pays. At the end of this, there's money behind it. That's why the Democrats suck so bad, because money. You don't think they hear? You don't think they watch? You don't think they know what we're putting down? You don't think they haven't heard the truth? They heard. They know you want them to clean their room. They're just making money. They're just being paid not to.
This was, Philippe, I understand what you have been saying all morning. Don't overread. But this was sweeping in, the popular vote.
No, I'm not saying don't overread. I'm saying try to narrow the factors and in some, orderly way unpack what happened. So let's just say I'm wrong about what I said earlier, that inflation could have been hunky-dory and we would have lost about these things. Either way, here's the problem. I'm not concerned right now what the right thinks about the Democratic Party. I'm concerned about what I think about the Democratic Party. I don't like to echo the congressmen, all three of them. I don't like the fact that a small portion of our party is pretty much dictating where we are. That they are we are being branded as the most extreme of us. It is not only politically problematic, as we just saw, because none of this stuff helped the other day. Without a doubt, it's a problem. But we need to take stock of why we are being held hostage to the far left. No one should be and wants to be kowtowing to the extremes of their own parties. that just shouldn't, to the extent that majority should rule, the majority of Democrats don't agree with the things that we are being tagged with. Now, how that
Tick
works
through a couple of those things.
I think Democrats believe in common sense stuff more than you realize. I mean, it's not like any of us sit at home and don't talk to anyone. Most Democrats I know think there's a huge problem at the border. Most Democrats I know think, frankly, that males at birth shouldn't play in women's sports and vice versa.
You know what I'm doing in the evenings when I'm not working? I'm catching the Tim Black Show on YouTube. That's right. Sunday through Friday, the Tim Black Show live streams live. We got a great community. We're kept up to date in the news, and we chop it up. So be here, Sunday through Friday, on the Tim Black Show live streams. I see you there.
Do most Democrats think you need to be funding all these wars? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. So some of the things, yeah, maybe you don't believe that we need to have the open borders. I don't think anybody believed that, but I think there was a reason why Biden decided to roll back all Trump's executive orders that had a clamp on the border situation. There's a reason why Biden did that. You think he did it for votes? He was already in. Why'd he do it? Why'd he wait until it was almost time to run for re-election to put the clamp back on? Are we gonna act like we don't understand what's going on at all? So no, I don't agree with this guy, and I don't think the far left is running the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party likes the virtual signal because that's what they got. A bunch of elitists who think it's better to appear to be better people. Meanwhile, they bomb poor people in other countries, bomb women, men, and children to oblivion, blow up hospitals and schools for money, and send money to people to be able to continue that bombing. Or they fund a war that's totally unwinnable in Ukraine. More money spent on Ukraine than spent here on our own vets. And then they make that okay. That was Democrats once upon a time. That's something Republicans would do. So I wouldn't say it's a left or right thing. I say it's a corrupt thing. The money for the bombs and stuff, there's kickbacks that come. Who are they buying the bombs from? You give them the money, they buy the bombs from us. So the military-industrial complex, so you're not willing to go all the way, are you? You're not truly willing to say the real stuff. Okay? And at the end of the day, average Americans sitting home going, hey, I got problems here. Where's this internet access that you said you spent $3 trillion on this infrastructure? Why didn't that shit work when we had a hurricane, when Hurricane Helene blew through? Why did Elon have to get Starlink going that you guys even want to use? What was that about? Yeah, I know you tell me Elon's a horrible guy, but he had a solution. You guys didn't want it to prove a point that you're better than him, that he's not worthy. It's stupid. Meanwhile, we got people that don't have internet access. And I don't care how you slice it. If it's an election time and you don't have a good sense to go dump money when you have a natural disaster, even the idea, that $750 idea that people, that's what they were getting up front from FEMA, you thought that was okay? When we have migrants who illegally enter the country, getting thousands of dollars a month to stay while they stay in hotels for free. And we know this is happening. It's not a secret. It's open. It's out there. You don't think that's going to be a problem? And it's an election year and you do that? I mean, come on, like, what rocket science do you need to know? And you say that's a left or a right thing? It ain't a left or a right thing. There's a reason for it. There's got to be a reason for it, but I know that at the end of the day, the reason is not because you care about American citizens. It's not because you care about bread and butter issues of the average person that does not have a trust account, that does not have $200,000 in the bank liquid ready to go, like who doesn't have all the stuff that your talking heads have. Remember, guys, all the corporate media people that you watch on these shows are millionaires. If they woke up tomorrow with your money, they'd be like D.L. Hughley. They get in the car, in the garage, cut it on, and roll down the windows. Okay? Let's be clear about that. All these people that tell you you're wrong and you're not worthy, you're not good enough, and that you're mean, that you follow Hitler, all this stuff because you did not vote for Kamala Harris. Hey, those people are all rich. And the tax breaks that keep saying Trump gonna give the rich people, guess who got them? Them. And did they come back and give you the money from the tax breaks they got? They didn't. And by the way, Trump's tax breaks, he gave tax breaks to everybody. Everybody got tax breaks under Trump. The rich did get a little bit more, though. I got to keep it a buck. But they truncate the conversation. They end it. They don't say the whole thing. All right, guys, hit the like button because we're going to keep going. I got more receipts, man. Hit the like button. I'd like us to get to like 600, and we could do that on a Friday. That would be amazing. What's not amazing is the lies and the gaslighting that they continue to do. Bernie wasn't wrong. He's right. Bread and butter issues carry the day. It's like, what? What person doesn't know money? I mean, damn it, man, it's a Wu-Tang song. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Like, really? You got to be reminded of that? You want to put something else? Why would you put something else in front of that if you already know that's the case? And if you got to tell somebody how much they did, if you got to keep telling a person, hey, I did this for you, and I did that for you. I did all these things for you. And they don't want to be with you, guess what? You ain't do what they wanted. That's how it works. So the Democratic Party has a real problem with understanding what people want. Because they're talking about chips and they're talking about battery charging stations for electric cars. Meanwhile, we got people who have cars at home that run on gas who need new tires. Think about it. He spent, I don't know how many billions of dollars for electric charge stations and bragged about it. And Representative Crockett bragged, and Rowland bragged, and Bakari Sellers bragged, and Van Jones bragged. All of them bragged, and Rachel Maddow and Anderson. Everybody bragged about this, what all the infrastructure. Folks, do you have an electric car? Most Americans don't. So who benefited from that shit? Just asking. So you bragging about doing something that don't impact our lives. Okay. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button, fam.